Back then, trucks weren't just vehicles, they were lifelines, built to survive mud, mountains, and endless miles of raw America. From farm fields to factory roads, these machines carried the weight of a growing nation. In today's video, we're diving into the 10 rarest and most legendary classic old-school trucks ever built. The forgotten beasts that shaped history, broke limits, and sometimes even outperformed modern machines. From early Ford workhorses to luxury Chevy icons and brutal Dodge off-road monsters, each truck has a story that feels almost unreal today. Get ready, because these aren't just trucks, they're legends on wheels. At number 1, we start with the machine that laid the foundation of America's entire trucking industry, the legendary Ford Model TT. Introduced in 1917, this wasn't just a passenger car with a bed slapped on it. It was Ford's first purpose-built heavy-duty work truck, designed for a rapidly growing industrial nation. Back then, you could buy the bare chassis for around $600. But today, a fully restored example can easily cross $50,000 at major classic auctions. What made the Model TT truly revolutionary was its reinforced frame and heavy-duty worm drive rear axle, giving it a strong 2,000-pound payload capacity. It used the same 20-horsepower four-cylinder engine as the Model T, but with much lower gearing, allowing it to pull heavy loads across rough dirt roads, farms, and early construction sites where most vehicles simply couldn't survive. The trade-off, however, was speed. Ford recommended keeping it under 15 miles per hour. Customers didn't even get a finished truck at first, just the chassis. From there, independent builders would add custom wooden beds, delivery boxes, or even firefighting bodies depending on the job. That flexibility helped the Model TT become the backbone of early American industry, selling over 1 million units before ending production in 1927. And just like that, Ford didn't just build a truck, it built an entire legacy. After World War II, America was rebuilding at full speed, and the legendary Ford F1 arrived right at the perfect moment. Introduced in 1948 as part of Ford's brand new F-Series, it completely redefined what a pickup truck could be. Unlike older models that were just car platforms modified for hauling, this was built on a dedicated truck chassis from the ground up. Back then, it cost around $1,200, but today restored examples can easily cross $100,000 at collector auctions. Ford called it the bonus-built truck for a reason. For the first time, a work truck actually focused on driver comfort. The cab was wider, the seats were improved with thicker cushioning, and the steering was repositioned for easier long-distance control. Under the hood, buyers could choose between a dependable inline-six or the famous flathead 5.8, both delivering strong low-end torque and reliable performance for real work. But the F1 wasn't only about strength, it had presence. Its rounded fenders, bold 5-bar grille, and powerful stance gave it a design that still looks iconic today. It became a symbol of post-war America, where a truck could handle hard labor during the week and still serve as a family ride on the weekend. Ford had created a new standard, but Chevrolet was already preparing something that would push the entire industry even further. In the brutal post-war battle between Detroit's biggest automakers, the legendary Chevrolet 3100 became Chevrolet's ultimate weapon. Introduced in 1947 as part of the Advanced Design series, it quickly rose to become the best-selling truck in America. Back then, you could buy one for around $1,100, but today restored and custom-built examples often sell for over $150,000 at major auctions. The 3100 wasn't just a work truck, it was a full redesign that completely changed pickup styling. Chevrolet gave it a larger, smoother body with modern proportions, plus the iconic 5-window cab that improved visibility and created that wide, panoramic driving feel collectors still love. Inside, it was surprisingly refined, with improved seating comfort, better ergonomics, fresh air heating, and a dashboard that felt closer to a passenger car than a rough utility vehicle. Power came from the legendary Thriftmaster inline-six engine, known for its extreme durability and long life rather than raw speed. It wasn't built to race, it was built to survive, and it often outlasted the people who owned it. The Chevrolet 3100 became a true symbol of American farming life, showing up everywhere from movies to small-town roads. It turned the pickup from a simple work tool into a cultural icon. But while Chevrolet focused on comfort and style, Ford was already preparing a completely different kind of machine. An off-road monster built to dominate anything in its path. Then came the beast that completely reshaped off-road trucking, the legendary Ford F-250 Highboy. Built between 1967 and 1977, this truck was never meant for comfort or luxury. It was engineered with one goal only: total dominance over mud, rocks, forests, and construction terrain using pure mechanical strength. The Highboy name was never official, but enthusiasts gave it that title because of its factory-tall stance that towered over most vehicles of its era. Back in the late 1960s, a new F-250 4x4 cost around $3,500, while today, clean original examples can exceed $80,000 at auction. What made the Highboy so unique was its drivetrain layout. Ford used a divorced transfer case connected by a short drive shaft, which naturally raised the entire frame higher than standard trucks. That extra height made it possible to fit massive 35-inch off-road tires straight from the factory without cutting or modifying the body. Built with heavy-duty axles and pure utility engineering, the Highboy became a favorite among farmers, loggers, and off-road workers. It was loud, rough, and fuel-hungry, but incredibly tough, the kind of mechanical honesty modern trucks rarely match. It represents an era when pickups were built like industrial machines meant to survive anything. But by the late 1970s, America's truck buyers started demanding something new: strength combined with real comfort and luxury. By the mid-1970s, pickup trucks were evolving fast. They were no longer just tools for farms and job sites. They were becoming full-time family vehicles. Ford recognized this shift early and introduced the legendary Ford F-150 Ranger XLT. While the standard F-150 was already a strong seller, the Ranger XLT trim completely redefined what a pickup could feel like. Back then, it cost around $4,500, while today beautifully restored two-tone examples can sell for over $60,000 at collector auctions. What set the Ranger XLT apart was its focus on comfort and luxury. Ford added thick carpeting, wood grain-style interior accents, upgraded seating, factory air conditioning, and polished chrome details that made the cabin feel closer to a premium sedan than a work truck. Outside, the bold two-tone paint schemes and signature trim lines gave it a rich, upscale presence that stood out everywhere it went. Yet beneath all that comfort was still serious capability. Buyers could spec powerful V8 engines, including the massive 460 cubic inch unit, giving it strong towing and hauling performance. The Ranger XLT proved that trucks didn't need to be either tough or comfortable. They could be both at the same time. It helped shape the modern luxury pickup era we see today. But while Ford was redefining comfort in the 1970s, Chevrolet had already experimented with luxury long before. Using a material so unusual, it changed truck design forever. Long before luxury pickups became mainstream, the legendary Chevrolet Cameo Carrier completely shocked the automotive world. Introduced in 1955, it was built as the first true gentleman's pickup, a truck designed to look just as natural parked outside a high-end country club as it did working at a job site. Back then, it cost around $2,000, a serious premium over standard pickups, while today pristine examples can easily sell for over $120,000. What made the Cameo so revolutionary was its bed design. Instead of traditional exposed rear fenders, Chevrolet used smooth fiberglass side panels, the same advanced material used on the Corvette. This created a clean, flush look from cab to tailgate, giving the truck a futuristic, almost concept vehicle appearance for the 1950s. Inside and out, it was built for style as much as utility. Chrome bumpers, elegant two-tone interiors, and Chevrolet's powerful 265 cubic inch small block V8 gave it both presence and performance. Even though it was discontinued by 1958 due to its high production cost, its design completely reshaped the future of pickups. The Cameo's smooth styling became the foundation for modern fleet-side trucks. While Chevrolet was redefining elegance in pickups, another manufacturer had already built something far more extreme, a truck designed not for style, but for pure survival in the harshest conditions imaginable. After World War II, thousands of returning soldiers wanted something that felt as tough and dependable as the military vehicles they had trusted overseas. That demand led to the creation of the legendary Dodge Power Wagon in 1946. This wasn't just a regular pickup, it was essentially a military weapons carrier adapted for civilian roads. Back then, it cost around $1,600, while today fully restored examples can easily exceed $300,000, making it one of the most valuable classic trucks in existence. The Power Wagon earned its reputation for one reason: unstoppable durability. It became America's first mass-produced civilian 4x4 truck, powered by a rugged 230 cubic inch flathead inline-six engine known for its incredible low-end torque. It wasn't built for speed, and it never tried to be. Instead, it was made to climb mountains, push through deep mud, and survive terrain that would destroy ordinary pickups. One of its most iconic features was the massive factory front-mounted winch, capable of pulling up to 10,000 pounds. Whether rescuing other vehicles or dragging itself out of impossible situations, it behaved more like a civilian tank than a truck. Its design stayed almost unchanged for decades because Dodge had already perfected its formula. The Power Wagon became a symbol of raw mechanical strength and helped define Dodge's reputation as a builder of some of the toughest trucks ever made. But while Dodge dominated extreme off-road capability, Chevrolet owners had to take a very different route just to compete in rough terrain. Back in the early 1950s, owning a factory four-wheel drive Chevrolet pickup was simply not possible. General Motors hadn't built one yet. But one company spotted the gap and changed truck history forever. That's where the legendary Napco Power Pack came in. These dealer-installed kits transformed ordinary Chevy and GMC pickups into serious off-road machines long before GM officially entered the 4x4 market. A brand new truck with this conversion cost around $2,500 back then, while surviving original examples today can sell for over $150,000. The Napco system was pure engineering innovation. Dealers could take a standard two-wheel drive Chevrolet 3100 and turn it into a rugged four-wheel drive workhorse using heavy-duty front axles, a divorced transfer case, and specialized drive shafts. Best of all, the conversion required minimal cutting or permanent modification to the factory frame, making it both powerful and practical. These trucks quickly became favorites among utility companies, military users, and farmers working in extreme mountain terrain where normal pickups simply couldn't survive. By 1957, GM finally realized the demand and began adopting similar systems before developing its own factory-built 4x4 trucks. Because most Napco-equipped trucks were used in harsh conditions, very few survived intact, making them incredibly rare today. But while these rugged machines conquered mountains and mud, another pickup was about to break all expectations, combining raw diesel power with outlaw performance in a way no one had ever seen before. Welcome to 1978, a time when strict EPA regulations had almost suffocated the spirit of American performance. Big V8 engines were being choked by emission systems, and raw horsepower was fading fast. But Dodge engineers found a clever loophole, and the result was the wild and unforgettable Dodge Lil Red Express. Because emissions rules mainly targeted passenger cars and lighter trucks, Dodge realized that vehicles with a gross weight over 6,000 pounds could bypass certain restrictions. So, they engineered the Lil Red Express to sit just above that limit, unlocking one of the most extreme factory performance trucks of its time. Built on a short wheelbase D150 step side, it came finished in bright canyon red with bold gold graphics and towering chrome exhaust stacks rising behind the cab like a big rig. Under the hood was a heavily modified 360 cubic inch V8, equipped with police-spec performance parts and a 4-barrel carburetor. With no catalytic converters holding it back, it delivered around 225 horsepower, massive for the late 1970s. The result was pure shock value. Car and Driver famously tested it and found it could out-accelerate many sports cars, including the Corvette and Trans Am, from 0 to 100 miles per hour. The Lil Red Express became a loud, rebellious symbol of the dying muscle era, a factory-built outlaw on wheels. But as extreme as it was, the final truck on this list is even more surprising. A heavy-duty machine hiding behind the face of luxury. And finally, we've reached the ultimate classic truck unicorn, the legendary Diamond T Model 201. Built by the Chicago-based Diamond T Motorcar Company, this wasn't just a pickup, it was a statement of pure luxury and engineering excellence from the 1940s. Produced between 1938 and 1949, it was famously known as the Cadillac of trucks, built for elite buyers who wanted both prestige and real working power in one machine. Back then, it cost over $1,000, far more than most Ford or Chevrolet trucks, making it a true status symbol of its era. The Diamond T201 was a masterpiece of Art Deco design. It featured a bold chrome grille, flowing pontoon-style fenders, a split V windshield, and an interior that felt closer to a luxury car than a work truck. Inside, you'd find premium details like a banjo steering wheel, electric clock, cigar lighter, and a finely crafted dashboard. Features almost unheard of in commercial vehicles at the time. But beneath all that elegance was serious capability. A rugged chassis combined with a reliable 236 cubic inch Hercules inline-six engine made it tough, durable, and ready for heavy-duty work when needed. Diamond T overbuilt everything, ensuring unmatched reliability for wealthy farmers, contractors, and oil industry owners who wanted power with prestige. When production ended in 1949, the Model 201 faded into legend, becoming one of the rarest classic trucks ever built. Today, finding one in original condition is like discovering a true automotive holy grail, a perfect blend of luxury, strength, and timeless design. From farm fields and muddy mountains to luxury highways and outlaw drag races, these legendary trucks helped shape American history 1 mile at a time. Some were built for pure survival, others for speed, comfort, or style. What would no solid? But every machine on this list earned its place through raw toughness and unforgettable design. So, which of these classic beasts would you actually want in your garage? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through old school truck history, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.